Weather Center.
Beautiful 83 degrees today. Likewise, tomorrow will the pattern hold into the 4th of July weekend. We'll have details in just a bit.
And now to the Weather Center. Rob, you're making fun of my pumpkin I have on the desk, but I'm ready for fall and excited for these cooler temperatures headed our way.
Well, they are coming our way, but we still got one more day. You can take a look behind me. We've got these like 8s all over the place. There's one little 7 up there, but everybody's in the 80s right now. Very similar to what we had yesterday at our almanac. You can see I put a little asterisk there on the 36 degrees. That will be the high this morning as the cold front goes by. The winds kick in. Those temperatures will drop this afternoon into the 20s, probably down to around 19 or so by midnight. Still none of this really associated with the hurricane just yet tomorrow, as it is now a Category 3 storm, 120-mile-an-hour winds. It could strengthen a bit more before it makes that jog to the north, and it's going to get hung up in this frontal boundary, and this is where it could be affecting us on Sunday.
What's your opinion on Oreos? I love them.
I'm ready for you this time. This is a fall flavor, is it not?
Kind of, but it's not pumpkin spice like everything else fall. But it's a better fall flavor that I think you'll probably like better. Cinnamon bun, how do you feel about that?
I'm ambivalent to that.
Why?
I know that's a big word, but it fits the bill. I'm just trying to stay off the sugar. Welcome on this Friday. It looks like we're not going to receive a direct impact from Hurricane Joaquin, but we have our own rainy system on our hands today, and it has remained rather stagnant over the last 12 hours. We've got a stationary front offshore. There's rain overrunning that. It's having a hard time getting over the Blue Ridge Mountains. It's a little 1,500-foot barrier, but that is going to change later this afternoon as the flow strengthens, and it will get over the mountains, and it will reach us this afternoon. If heading into the afternoon, we could start out this morning with some drizzle. It is going to be cool, damp, and breezy today as well. Not only will you probably want a jacket, you'll want your umbrella as well later on. The shower, light drizzly stuff will become more showery later in the afternoon, more of a rain type system later in the afternoon. Then we're going to have more of a steady rain this evening into tonight. This is where the measurable stuff comes in. It looks like we'll get another inch or so out of this as it starts to spread north slowly. And there's some yellows embedded in there. That's the heavy stuff. That is where the flash flood watch is in effect to the south of us, say 66 south, where they're going to get more than here. But at any rate, it's going to continue to spread westward through the night, and then we'll get a break in the action tomorrow. This will become more scattered, but is going to remain windy, in particular along the bay and the coastal areas. So expect this rain to pick up this evening. You're going to want your windshield wipers working pretty good. It's going to be cool as well, down into the 40s. Still rainy at 7 o'clock tomorrow before we get a break in the action. Here's a look at the advisories, not only the flash flood watch to the south of us through tomorrow, but a gale warning along better parts of the Chesapeake Bay. Storm warning not associated with the hurricane, just our normal area of low pressure to the south. Could have some 40-mile-an-hour gusts out there in Ocean City. Here's a track of Joaquin. This whole pattern has shifted to the east, and Joaquin really has no choice but to go between the high and the low that it's sandwiched between. So it looks like it's going to stay offshore. That is definitely good news for us, but we could get some rain and wind out of it indirectly over the weekend. Clearing out next week quite nicely. Back to you, Linz.
Rob?
Okay, guys, we're back here at Sky's the Limit Balloon Adventures. These things are full of hot air back here, and some of it's going in the balloon. We're going to be up there in a little bit. Right now, we're with seasoned pilot James Lawson. Tell me, how do you steer these things?
What you have to do is you've got to fly at different altitude to catch the wind.
When we come back, we're going to be about 5,000 feet up there in the wind, in the weather, giving you some shots, so stay with us.
With Storm Tracker Live.
And welcome back. We are at Covenant Hospice here off the 231 across from O'Charlie's restaurant, and there is a beautiful little ceremony going on inside. I'm here with Beth Kenward. She is directing activities. Beth, tell us a little bit more about this.
The Tree of Light ceremony is a ceremony that Covenant Hospice hosts each December, and it's a ceremony where we honor the lives of those that we've cared for throughout the year. We invite the families of those patients, our staff, our volunteers, because we all need a time to process and remember those that we've cared for.
Okay, and we can't forget the donations as well. That's an important thing as well.
A lot of our families like to donate in honor of their family member. So this is really a good opportunity for them to donate in honor of their family member. We read out the names of those people, and then we have a commemorative ornament for them to take with them. And each year they can put it on their Christmas tree and remember their loved one who's passed.
All righty, Beth. Thank you very much for your time. And remember, no donation is too small. And their people are still coming in. They were filing in before I even got here. It is a very packed event. So if you got a few minutes, definitely stop on by. It's this beautiful event going on inside. And speaking of beautiful, our weather, you could see what she's wearing.